Certain events throughout history have left a profound and lasting impact on the world, shaping politics, culture, and technology in enduring ways. In this video, we delve into three of the most significant historical events that have forever changed the course of human history. Spanning from ancient times to the modern era, we explore these pivotal moments, understanding their far-reaching implications and their ongoing relevance to our present world. The Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution was a period of great change and innovation that had a significant impact on the world we live in today. Prior to the Industrial Revolution, most goods were produced by hand in small quantities, and the majority of people lived in rural areas and worked in agriculture. However, with the advent of new technologies such as the steam engine, the power loom, and the spinning jenny, mass production became possible. This led to the growth of factories and a shift towards urbanization as people moved from the countryside to cities to work in the factories. One of the most significant consequences of the Industrial Revolution was the rise of the middle class. As new industries emerged, entrepreneurs and business owners became increasingly wealthy, and a new social class was born. This middle class had a significant impact on society, as they became the driving force behind many of the cultural, political, and economic changes that occurred during this period. In addition to the growth of the middle class, the Industrial Revolution also led to the development of new forms of transportation. The steam engine, in particular, played a key role in this, as it made it possible to transport goods and people much more quickly and efficiently than ever before. Railways and steamships revolutionized travel and trade, opening up new markets and opportunities for commerce. The First World War. The First World War, also known as the Great War, was a global conflict that lasted from 1914 to 1918. The war was primarily fought in Europe, but its impact was felt across the world. It involved the majority of the world's nations, including all of the great powers of the time, and resulted in the deaths of millions of people. The war was characterized by trench warfare, which led to unprecedented levels of casualties and suffering on both sides. One of the most significant impacts of the First World War was the fall of empires. Prior to the war, many European nations had large colonial empires, but the war weakened these empires and paved the way for the rise of new nations. The Austro-Hungarian Empire and the Ottoman Empire both collapsed as a result of the war, and many of their former territories became new nations. The First World War also had a profound impact on the political landscape of Europe. The Treaty of Versailles, which ended the war, imposed harsh penalties on Germany and helped set the stage for the rise of Nazi Germany and World War II. The war also led to the establishment of the League of Nations, which was designed to prevent future wars, but ultimately failed to achieve its goals. The Civil Rights Movement. The Civil Rights Movement was a pivotal moment in American history, marked by a collective effort to address the systemic racism and discrimination that had long plagued the country. The movement was a response to the Jim Crow laws that had been established in many southern states following the end of slavery, which enforced racial segregation and denied African Americans basic civil rights. The movement gained momentum in the 1950s and 1960s, with leaders such as Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, and Malcolm X advocating for change through acts of civil disobedience, peaceful protests, and grassroots organizing. These leaders inspired a generation of activists and helped to shift public opinion on issues of race and civil rights. The Civil Rights Movement resulted in the passage of important legislation that helped to end discrimination and ensure equal rights for all Americans. The Civil Rights Act of 1964, for example, outlawed discrimination on the basis of race, color, religion, sex, or national origin, While the Voting Rights Act of 1965 guaranteed equal access to the ballot box for all citizens,